Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and we have just made it here to safety from the wolves outside. We're here at Skeeter's Ridge. We've got some exploring to do, some looting. I did drop the cougar hide and some saplings because I know I would forget if I didn't, so I hurried and dropped those just to make sure those are taken care of, and we have some looting to do. Let's go ahead and see what we can find here. Already we've got a wool toque. Probably leave most of this here. The lantern fuel I may take.
Lamp fuel could be
I have to see what our lantern fuel situation is at the moment. So we've got two lanterns. This is the one we're worried about. Sparky, the red spelunker's lantern, or 0.99 liters. So I'm not going to refuel that. However, I could take the opportunity to drop some of these items. I don't remember if we have a lantern back at Thompson's Crossing. I may just take some of these to like the barn or to Thompson's Crossing, including the wool toque. Why not? Let's grab that. Also, let me take a look at our inventory here. So sorting by weight. Okay, so we did leave the tools. I was wondering if I should go straight from here to the cave that leads to Coastal Highway, but I remember now I actually do need to go to Thompson's Crossing in order to pick up some of the items we left, like the tools, the woodworking tools, things like that. So may as well take some of these, some of this loot with us. Nice, we've got a sewing primer book. Let's see what's in the plastic container here. A little bit of food. I'm surprised, 94%. It's actually really good, 94%. And we got some condensed milk. A little bit of meat. You know, I'm going to go ahead and eat that, I think.
Feels like a lot of gear.
We are a little bit on the hungry side. Ooh, there's some raw meat. Okay. I got to be careful because we do have those wolves outside. We're going to eat the cooked meat. I'm surprised that is 100% condition. That's really good. Of course, it doesn't matter because we are level 5 in our cooking. Spray paint. I'm going to swap.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I think my spray paint is getting kind of low. So we can leave a can here. Oh no, they're both 100%. Let me... You know what? I'm going to loot up and then we'll see how heavy I am. And we'll decide what we're going to take or leave behind. Okay, I am going to leave those behind. At Thompson's Crossing, there's really no need for water purification tablets. We got the 6-burner stove. However, I'm glad that we got that pot. The pot is going to be really helpful for cooking.
This stuff will come in handy. Got
100% pry bar. I can already tell we're really heavy. I know we're carrying lots of loot. All the loot from the plane wreck. Got a sweater. And some socks. Okay, so let me just look here really quick to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, we didn't miss anything. We're going to use the plastic container, or you know what, the metal container is probably better. Or you know, even better is the fridge. We're going to use the fridge to store a lot of these items that we don't need, starting with the clothing. I don't think those are going to disappear. If I put them in the fridge, I'm kind of hesitant to try, though. I'd hate to lose that. If it is leather... I'm pretty sure it does not disappear though, so I'm going to try it. Good, nice. Okay, so that can be harvested for leather later if we wanted to. For now, we're just going to leave a lot of these clothing items we looted from the airplanes. Simply don't need all of this. You know what? I'm gonna leave all the clothing. I just don't need to bring it. Okay. Now the food we should not put in the refrigerator because it will disappear once it hits 0. Any other items we want to leave here? I think the rest of these I will take with us. I think the rest of these we're gonna leave. We're gonna take to Thompson's Crossing. We could leave the reclaimed wood. I'll drop the wood here. And we've got some birch bark. I did harvest that. When we went back to the Mountaineer's hut, I did grab a little bit of birch bark. Okay, sun is setting, which means we'll probably spend the night here. I think I'm going to put our bedroll down. How are we doing for water? We got soda. Let's go ahead and drink some soda. That's going to replenish a bit of our hunger as well. So guys, I'm excited for this episode because I think in this one we're going to make it to the coastal highway. It'll be a brand new adventure as we get into a new territory. Lots of new things to check out. Okay, I've got some ruined dog food here. Do I have the can opener still? I think I dropped it, didn't I? Back at Thompson's Crossing. So maybe I'll wait on that. I kind of hate to use my knife, or, you know, I could just drop it. I could drop our hatchets. I'm going to drop the 97% hatchet and our knife. And then we can just use the other hatchet to open it up, I guess. We'll eat the 0% dog food. Sounds delicious. Okay, that filled us up pretty well. I think we are good now. Just need to make sure I pick those up. There we go. Okay, before we go to sleep, is there anything else we need to take care of? Nothing really to craft. I don't really need to craft any more tackle at the moment. I think I'm just ready to go to sleep. We could, you know what, we could read. That's what I'm going to do. We just picked up a new book as well. So out of these, we've got sewing, guns, and guns. I think I'm going to go for the sewing book. Let's read an hour. Could possibly get 2 or even 3 hours before it's too dark. Nice, okay. Let's put our bedroll down. Get a drink. We'll see how long it will let us sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning. Sun is just coming up. It's still a bit on the dark side. And I can hear a bit of a storm outside. Let's drink some soda. Rinse our mouth a bit. Do I have any soda left? Got an orange. It's not quite as good as orange juice. Man, I do love fresh squeezed orange juice. Nothing better. We can eat some food, I guess. Let's sort by weight here. Okay, we got the weight sorted. Should we eat some more canned food? That's gonna save us on weight a little bit. Drop our good hatchet and knife again. Eat some tomato soup. Maybe I'll eat a airline food. We could save the peaches. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for the condensed milk. I have to remember to drop this meat. Okay, nice. We're going to read a little bit. Just to get the sun up higher in the sky. Also, the temperature outside is going to warm up as we pass time a little bit. We'll read for an hour. Okay, that's better. Got a little bit of daylight. Okay. We're not super heavy. I think I'm okay with what we're carrying at the moment. I do need to drop the meat outside, though. Let's get out our gun. Let's make sure we're loaded up. Also, I have a plan for this episode. I do need to make some more fire-hardened arrows. Where did that other casing go? There we go. Also, I need to make a note that, let's see, when we were at the Prepper's Cache, we did take the cougar hide, and I removed that from... No, I didn't. The cougar hide is still there. I removed the lantern from the inventory on our notepad here. So, we're going to go up to Timberwolf Mountain. We need to leave a note that we've taken the cougar hide with us. Okay, wolf pelt, cougar pelt. Here we go. We need to get rid of the cougar pelt because that is no longer at that location because we have it in our inventory, right? Okay, I think we're ready to go. We're going to make our way probably to Draft Dodger's cabin, I would think. I'm going to get down low here before we exit just to make sure if there's a wolf. We don't want to be seen.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, so far so good. I think I did loot this. I'm just going to check. Okay, it is empty. Got a dead body over here. I'm going to check this. Now, I think we did shoot one of the wolves. So it's possible that the wolf is dead. Is that another feather? Okay, when we get to Draft Dodger's cabin, I think I need to make a fire for a couple reasons. We need to make some fire-hardened arrows. And also, oh, I heard the wolf die. Did you guys hear that? I heard a wolf die. Can I get down here? I think I can. It'll save us from having to use our gun. Okay. Now we've got another body. Do I have any charcoal? No. Okay, yeah. So I need to get some fire-hardened arrows and I need some charcoal. So we'll have to make a fire here. We'll make our way to Draft Dodger's cabin first. There may even be some rabbits. That'll help us with our archery. So I think that was a pretty successful trip, making our way to the airplane crash. We also looted the Prepper's abandoned cache behind there. Well, of course, it was completely empty, but at least we were able to map that, and we know now it is empty. Let's see what's here at this burned out building. There's a fire barrel here. So we could make a fire here. there any loot over here? Okay, I do have 3 stones. Just checking. Is there anything under here? What do those scratches mean? Is that just the birch bark coming off? Or is there an animal marking? Alright, let's look around this structure, see if there's any loot left behind. Got some reclaimed wood. Okay, I thought there would be a fire barrel, but I don't see one. No real loot to speak of. Just a little bit of wood. Okay, I think we'll leave the wood. We'll grab the sticks. The sticks respawn. Probably have enough though. How many? Let me see how many sticks I have. 32. Okay, we got plenty of sticks. I don't need to be picking up any more sticks. Get our gun out. We're gonna follow the river. I'll probably even try to get back up on the bank if I can. Let's see if we can make our way to Draft Dodger's cabin. And then we're going to shoot down that direction. Probably go to the barn. Got a little bit of snowflakes. I wonder what the weather's going to be like today. You can hear the wolves up ahead, or up above us. Okay, I don't think we've been to Draft Dodger's cabin yet. It's going to be a new location. I don't have a lot of hope for good gear, but it would be nice to check it out. You know, I should have used the spray paint at the Skeeter's Ridge. That would have been good. We do have 2 cans of spray paint now. There's the cabin. There could be some wolves here in the trees. I gotta be careful. I think we're safe. Don't see any wolves, don't hear anything. Okay, I need to make a fire. Let me see if there's some rabbits up here. Thought I saw something in the distance there. There's a rabbit, okay. Let's get out our bow. Thank you, little guy. Are there any more rabbits? We do have a goal to get 40 rabbits with our bow. There's an accomplishment for that. An achievement, I guess. Okay, let's make a fire behind the building here. We could use the book, I guess. So this is going to give us some more charcoal. We can get the fire hardened arrows, and we could harvest the rabbit. We probably need some more water as well. Just a little bit of meat on this guy. Okay. Still have a little bit of time. We'll use the knife. Speed things up a little bit. I think the water will be done by then. Okay, how long is it going to take to craft some arrows? 22 minutes. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Get a little bit of breakfast. Water's done. Okay, I think we're going to let the fire burn out. Got 51 minutes. Do a little bit more water. I'm going to get the guts. We can just leave the guts and the hide inside curing. Alright, 28 minutes. Alright, let's let that burn out while we go loot inside. Do I need a torch? I think we'll be okay without it. It's pretty light. Got plenty of daylight.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, let's drop the guts. And I'll drop the hide. I may end up taking the hide with me. I'll drop that for now as well. We may take that back with us. Oh, have I been here? I have been here before. Okay, nice. Is there anything we need to take with us back to Thompson's Crossing? Don't think there's really anything here we need. So I didn't remember coming here before. We must have stopped here at some point. There's really nothing here for us. Just the fire outside, I guess. We'll take the cougar hide. Oh, the cougar hide was cured, wasn't it? Because we slept last night. So it is fully cured. Saplings are still uncured. I'm going to take the rabbit pelt. We'll leave the gut here. Let's take a look at the map. So we're going to leave a mark here because we haven't mapped this area yet. There we are.
Too heavy.
We are a bit on the heavy side. Okay, 7 minutes remaining. We'll craft some birch bark tea. I don't think we need any tea. We're so warm with our clothing, but if I wanted to, we could actually use this fire to warm up a tea for us. Which reminds me, I wanted to look inside our thermos and see if we had any... Okay, it is empty. Just waiting for the embers to cool down. Then we can take some charcoal out of there. It's a beautiful day. I hope the weather lasts. Okay, fire's out now. We got 2 charcoal out of that. Do we want to map this area? I mean, we did get it on the... We got it with the spray paint. It's probably good enough. Got a little bit of wind in our face today. That might affect which direction I decide to try to go. We could go that direction, but the wind is going that way, so we may end up just going straight this way towards the barn, I guess. Alright, I think I have enough sticks. I'm going to avoid picking those up. However, I will drop off the sticks we have. Once we get to the barn, maybe I'll drop off our supply of sticks. The barn is a pretty good location. You got that truck there. If you need to sleep, you can sleep in the truck. It can get pretty cold though. If you don't have a bedroll, it's possible you could be cold while you're sleeping. There's the barn, straight ahead. It's a beautiful day to be here at Pleasant Valley. Okay, is that the bear? There's something right there. Might be a bear. Might be worth grabbing another bear. Especially if he's facing away from us, we can really sneak up on him. Got wolves out in the haystacks. I'll have to see what he does. Hopefully he doesn't notice us. We can get right up close. You know what? Let's go to this barn. Go to the barn and throw a rock at him. I don't want the wolves to see me. I do want to make a fire in the barn. Okay, he does see me now. Let's get a fire going. Hopefully he doesn't lose interest. He may turn around and start walking again, but we've got more rocks. Can get his attention, try to lure him over here. The fire is going to provide some safety for us.
That did it. Better find some water.
Okay, he has lost interest. Let's make sure we have the correct arrows. Okay, he does see us now. It's a beautiful day for a hunt. Don't know what he's so grumpy about. He could turn and walk away, you know? I'm not forcing him to come and try to get me. I feel a lot better with that fire. Come on, bear. Oh, I may have missed him. Wow, that didn't take him long. Okay, am I actually hitting him? I think I missed him over here, didn't I? No, yeah, here it is. And he's reset already. This is risky. I don't see blood, so I gotta get back to safety. Alright, come on, bear. I need to take my time and get these shots. I don't think he's bleeding. Let's get him in nice and close. I'll take my time, get a good shot off. He may attack me here. Getting awfully close. There he comes. Okay, we got a headshot there. Finally. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about the arrows. Let's take a torch. I think I missed a shot over here, didn't I? Maybe it went in. There it is. Hey, Wolfie. We're practicing archery today, Wolfie. Would you like to come join us? Okay, did I miss another shot? You can see if the wolf wants to come play. So we've got a blood trail we can follow. We did get a little bit of archery experience for that. Well, now we have 2 guys to hunt down. We could drop some of this gear. And we're lightweight, that's good. Okay, let's go try to find that bear. We'll come back here for our loot. By the way, how are we doing for water? We got plenty of water. Get a drink. Okay, we're gonna let that burn out. Do we still have a blood trail? Well, now we got 2 blood trails. Okay, here are crows. Oh, they're just flying overhead. I was really hoping that shot on the wolf would kill him. Okay, I see crows up ahead. It's probably the bear, I would think. He seems to go for the hardest spots to try to find him. I think it's the bear. I see a big old mass. Let's get the feathers. Any other feathers? Get our arrow. Okay. Hello, bear. We'll use our hacksaw to quarter him. It's going to take 2 hours. We can bring all this back to that little barn. Fog is setting in. A little difficult to see, but we need to head in that direction. So let's deploy our sled. Pepe. Grab some of these.
Something's gotta go.
So we got a bear in the last episode, and we got a bear in this episode. So I think we're doing really well. Let's see if there's any more feathers that showed up while we were harvesting. No, I don't see any. Okay, we're gonna get our gun out. Visibility is dropping quickly, which is pretty typical for Pleasant Valley. Make our way back to the little barn. And I may or may not harvest the meat. I don't know. It's probably, you know what? We're so close to the big barn. I should just take it over there. It's always good to have extra food. Thankfully, we've got enough visibility to kind of see where we're going. It'd be pretty rough if I couldn't see in this fog. May as well check the Check this tractor. See if there's anything in there. It's possible I've already checked in there before. I can't remember if we've been here. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen the moose. I'm going to drop the sled here. Looks like we got some newsprint. Okay, where is the big barn? I think it is... Is that it? Or it's probably just over this hill. Let's pick up our gear. Can leave some water here for us if we ever come this way again. Let's grab some charcoal. Got one piece of charcoal.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We don't need these cans. I can drop those. We'll drop one can here. We'll take one to the barn, I guess. I don't think I looted here yet, have I? Okay. I think we're good. Are you back, Wolf? Alright, I'm going to get a torch. I'll just scare you this way. I really don't want to shoot him. Never mind. I really did want to shoot him. I thought I had a good headshot lined up. He's going to run off and die now. And we did get our arrow back. We got the arrowhead. That's the most valuable part of the arrow, I think. Maybe the shaft as well. The feathers are pretty easy to come by. I feel safer with that bear gone as well. He can be right outside the barn sometimes. Right when you walk out, you can get attacked. So it's good we took care of him. You know what? I probably should put some items in here. Let's get lightweight a little bit more. Sort by weight. That's probably good enough. Okay, I think we're moving a little bit quicker now. Okay, I hope this is the right direction, because I really have no visual on the barn. Oh, there it is. I do see a rabbit off to my left by those trees I'm just passing now. I could potentially shoot the rabbit, get our archery up again. I'm really trying for that level 5 archery, guys. Especially if we're going to be going into Bleak Inlet, where there are timber wolves. It's going to be nice to be able to crouch and shoot at the same time. Let's leave this here. Right over here, we've got some rabbits, or at least one rabbit.
To find a place to rest.
There he is. I'll have to look at our numbers, but we were trying to get 40 of these rabbits. Oh my goodness, I thought that was dead on. Looked like a great shot. Alright, rabbit. It's rabbit season. See, if I could crouch, he could get so much closer to me before he sees me. And I feel like I have to take the shot a lot quicker. That's kind of why I'm rushing this, because I don't want him to get too close. At least with the ptarmigan, they kind of hold still. But the rabbit's always moving. I gotta put my little dot right in front of him. Oh my gosh, that was like a direct hit. Got to kind of lead him with the white dot in the center of the screen. There we go. Thank you, little guy. Switch back to our hunting arrows. Get inside the barn before we get attacked. So we're still warm even though we're outside. So I could potentially just harvest all this meat right here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, let's get this meat harvested. Oh, I've got the hacksaw inside here, don't I? I was trying to look for that. There we go. Okay guys, I got the bear meat all harvested up. I cooked a little bit. Just finishing up the last piece here. Go ahead and eat that. Pick up our pots. Just let that burn out. Here's the cooked bear meat as well over here. Drop the little sliver I have left. And we'll finish grabbing the rest of the items in here.
Too much stuff to carry.
Take that and the rabbit. Let's go inside. You know, I'm going to get a torch. Okay. Well, it's good to be back. Can't remember the last time we were here. Gonna drop all these guts. I'm also gonna drop the rabbit hides. Let's see, we got the bear hide. We need to get that curing. And I also have a rabbit hide. 2 rabbit pelts. And we may as well drop these saplings. So we're gonna be sleeping here tonight. Yeah, it's good to be back. We got a rifle here. Vaughn's rifle. What a beauty. Revolver bullets. It's a nice sight. Okay. Wonder if we need to take that heavy hammer. We probably do. We probably need to take this with us into Coastal Highway, especially if we don't find one, because we're going to be making our way to Desolation Point. Got some more charcoal. Nice. 2 pieces. I do need at least 1 stick. I'm completely out of sticks. Okay, I'm exhausted. Let's climb into Let's climb into the truck. Let's put out our torch. Get a drink. Boy, has been a long day. Got a lot done. All right, we're gonna sleep. going to go for 10 hours. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. I was so exhausted I fell asleep with a torch in my hand. But we had a good night's sleep. It's a great day. We're going to head over to Thompson's Crossing now. Let's get our items we need to bring with us. I'm just going to leave the rabbit. We have plenty of guts here. I could leave a note at the barn here. We have more guts. Is there anything else we need to bring? Oh yes, the heavy hammer. You are coming with us. I suppose I should leave a note about the guts. It's kind of a handy thing to have. If you need to do crafting, you're going to need guts. So we're looking for Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley. Farmhouse. No, we need the barn. Big red barn. So we have 10 guts. We should say cured guts, huh? They'll be cured by the time we come back here. And yeah, I think I'm ready to go. Let's get our gun out.
Too heavy.
Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of food. Looks like we're thirsty. Let's get a drink. I probably have lots of water here. I'm going to leave some water. Actually, not too much. I'll just leave 1 liter. Let's make our way to Thompson's Crossing. Got a fresh bear hide. I'm going to head this way. And then we'll kind of head over there. Actually, is that a bridge? Let's just take the bridge. I'm going to try to beat this storm. As long as I have a visual on where we're going, I think we'll be okay. So we are doing great for bear hides. I would like to craft a bear skin bed. When we get to the Quonset Garage, that's one of my goals. We're going to use our woodworking tools, craft a bearskin bed, as well as, well, probably lots of items. We're going to craft the meat curing box, which I've never done. I'm looking forward to trying that out. Being by the ocean is going to be really good for finding salt, which is going to allow us to cure the meats. Looks like we are a bit on the cold side. Our temperature is going down. I'll have to check out our clothing when we get to Thompson's Crossing. I'll have to see how the clothing is holding up. Might just be really cold right now. As time goes on, guys, in this world, it is slowly getting colder and colder. The average temperatures are just going to continue to drop over time. It's just the way it goes. I've got a wolf straight ahead. I'm going to try to avoid him. See if we can sneak through these rocks. We'll come out by the church. Looks like the weather's actually clearing up. Is that a wolf straight ahead? No, it's a rock. Okay. You get a little bit paranoid when you play the long dark. Rocks and tree stumps start to look like animals. if there's some birch bark up here. No birch bark. There's the community hall. We'll cut through here. If we hurry, I think we can make it to the mine pretty quick. Don't have to really linger. It's not like we need to sleep here tonight. Okay, did I leave stuff out here? Just meat, looks like. Let's head inside.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, so now we've got 2 bear hides. And I am curious how many bear hides it takes. Let me drop our stuff to cure while I figure out what we're going to do here. So we're going to drop the bear hide. May as well drop the cougar hide for now. Drop these. You know, I'm going to drop the saplings over here. I may actually leave these. I'll have to decide on that. If we're going to leave these or take those. Okay, we got the rabbit pelts. Let's go check out our gear here. Oh, I did want to see how many bear pelts does it take to craft the bed. Bear hide bed. Takes lots of cured guts, 4 cured guts I should say, and only 1 bear hide. So really we could leave 1 hide here, maybe the fresh one. We'll leave the fresh hide curing. I'm going to put this one here so we don't forget it. I probably need to take the car battery actually. Let's leave the fresh hide here curing. We'll take the cougar hide with us. I'll leave 3 rabbit hides here. Okay. I think we'll leave the wolf pelts here as well. Seems like there's no shortage of wolves. Okay. Guys, I think I'm going to take a minute and just figure out all that we're going to take with us. Maybe do a little organizing and leave notes and things, and I will be right back. Okay guys, welcome back. I have spent quite a bit of time organizing as usual. It is a new day. I spent last night organizing everything, laying it all out, and putting it in our list of items here in our notepad. Here, these are all things I'm leaving behind, by the way, as you can see here, as well as the bear hide to cure and a wolf pelt. There's another one in the fridge. We got a total of 3 rabbit pelts, 2 curing and 1 in the fridge, and a bunch of guts. Did organize a little bit. We got, I spent some time cooking as well. As I was organizing, I cooked a lot of meat and some water. By the way, I do want to check out our water, what our water situation is. I could probably take just a little bit more, but I am super heavy, 57 kilos out of 45. If you'd like to look, these are all of the items that we are bringing with us as we head into the coastal highway. So I am carrying quite a bit of gear. I'm hoping to get this all to the Quonset Garage in order to facilitate our further adventures. You know, I can drop these torches. I don't need these. And 17%. Let's drop these 2 there. Okay, nice. That does help a bit. I'll show you the list of items we're leaving here as well in the notepad really quick. So here's Thompson's Crossing, Community Hall. You're welcome to take a look at the items there. We're leaving a little bit of important items, a few bullets. Actually, you know, I don't think I even left the note about the bullets. Let me add that really quick. We're leaving 5 revolver rounds and 5 rifle rounds. Okay, so we're leaving 5 revolver, 5 revolver bullets, and 5 rifle. If I can type, 5 rifle. Okay, I think that is everything. And I am ready to set out. We're going to be just slightly slow as we walk because we're carrying so much weight. Ooh, and I forgot about this hide. Ooh, gosh. That's going to really slow me down. The car battery would be nice to bring if we carried it in the travois. I might go for it. Let me see. If we put it in the travois. Yeah, we're so slow. Let me just get outside. It would be kind of nice to put everything in the sled anyway.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, as you can see here, we did cook up quite a bit. We'll eat some of that before we leave. I want to deploy our sled here. Where are you? Okay, let's deploy that. And then we can put some of these heavy items in here. I think that's going to be helpful. I don't think I will carry the car battery through the cave. Alright, let's sort by weight. Just load this up, I guess. We'll probably need our lantern. I was debating about the tools. There's a good chance we will find some tools when we actually get to... when we actually get there to Quonset Garage, there may be some tools. Anyway, I think that is a good start. There we go. We're lightweight now. So that should be good. Let's get our gun out. Oh, I want to eat a little bit before we leave. Make sure we're not smelly. Let's get a drink. Can get our gun out. Seems like the weather is pretty good for traveling. I just hope we don't run into wolves. That could be a problem. I might have to scare them away. Anyway, we need to make our way to the side of the mountain here. If we were to keep walking straight up the side of the mountain, that would probably take us right where we need to be. Oh boy, I do see a wolf right in our way. I don't know if I can avoid him. I might have to shoot him. He is going to be a problem. I'm going to try to sneak behind him. This might work. So I would either need to light a torch and then try to scare him that way, or use the gun. I'd prefer not to do either of those. Yeah, so directly up this steep mountain, that is where we need to be. But we gotta kind of zigzag our way around the back side. But it's not too far of a walk. So this is exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting to the Quonset Garage. I have enough materials to craft the cougar hide. What is that? The cougar like head wrap thing. We also have enough guts and cured bear hide to make the bear hide bed. We've got the tools, woodworking tools. Just miscellaneous items that would be handy to have. If I do make the Quonset Garage our central base, I think I'd like to have a lot of these items there. Yeah, so I think we will leave the car battery. When we get to the entrance, I'm going to drop that. It's going to be just too slow going to try to get through that mine carrying that battery. Also, when we get to Coastal Highway, I think I'm just going to proceed directly to the Quonset Garage. Normally I would kind of take my time and go to the fire lookout place. But I think I just want to get straight to the garage, Quonset Garage. We're going to drop as much loot as we can. kind of start making that our home, and then we can branch out from there and start searching some of the nearby buildings, eventually making our way to Desolation Point to make the cougar claw knife, as well as just to loot. You know, there's some really great items at the at Desolation Point. By the way, I do see a wolf on the side of the hill to my right. I'm going to kind of hug the left here. Maybe he'll leave us alone and pretend like we didn't see him. So far, so good. There might be more wolves ahead. But we've got our gun in our hand. I don't know quite how we do that. Maybe it's in our in our belt. So as soon as we drop Pepe the mule, we can just grab our gun quickly. But this sled is incredible. Considering all the weight we're carrying, we're moving at a pretty good speed. I'm really glad they added that. Okay, one problem is I didn't start the day with lots of energy. We're kind of half tired even when we set out. So it'll be interesting to see how far we get. We may have to stop and sleep somewhere. But yeah, this looks like this could be a while before we're back here to Pleasant Valley. This might be goodbye. Of course, I said that about Timberwolf Mountain, and then I think like the very next, very next episode, I think we went back there. Never know with the long dark. Oh no, don't tell me it's too steep. Can I go over here? Okay, too steep. This is going to be a problem. I am going to get the battery out.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I'll carry this up higher, closer to the entrance. You know, really I could just bring the sled a little bit higher and we should be okay. Okay, I think we can drop the battery here. I'll drop our gun for a minute just to kind of help us out. Let's move everything to our inventory. We'll deploy the sled right up here, put everything back in. We don't have very far to go. I mean, that's probably good enough there. There we go. We're lightweight. The sled is already at 80%. Maybe around 85. I couldn't quite see. I saw an 8 there. So it is already getting more worn out. It seems like we just barely repaired it. Well, it's too bad we've got fog. It'd be nice to say goodbye to Pleasant Valley properly, looking out over the expanse. Normally there's a pretty good view right here. We're going to drop the sled here. I might have enough clarity to map. Let's see if it will let us. There we go. Not bad. Okay, let's empty the battery.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
You know, I'm gonna put it inside. Okay, new location discovered. Abandoned mine. We're gonna leave the battery here. And let's go grab our things.
That'll come in handy.
Okay, let's get our lantern out. Let's have a look around. I'm going to leave the cloth items here. We'll take the bullet. Ooh, I am tempted to take the coal. I'll leave it out here. I probably should grab the coal as we go, just to make it respawn. It is going to be very helpful, especially with our base being so close to this cave. If we make the Quonset Garage our home,
Feels
we're
like a lot of gear.
really going to want all this coal. I'll get this coal on the way back. I want to see what's at the end of the hallway here. Can be some loot on the little ledge. Okay, we've got some bullets.
What have we here?
10 rounds of rifle. No, that was a revolver, I think. Running shoes. I'm gonna leave those. I'll take the chips. Okay, let's head down here. There might be some loot at the bottom of the scaffolding. See what's around the backside. Lots of coal. Nice. I think this mine is one of the most prolific that I think there is, as far as the amount of coal you get from it. Just really are quite generous. Got another rifle.
Thank goodness.
Oh wow, 71%.
I could use this.
I'm gonna leave the flare. Let's check the backpack. Okay, looks like we found another hunting knife. Just kind of look around here quickly as we can move. I'll probably end up just dumping a bunch of this coal. It's really slowing us down. Plus we found that gun. Oh wow, jerry can. Let's see how much is in there.
Some lamp burning.
3 liters. That is incredible. I'm going to leave those here. I want to take the jerry can. I think it's just going to make me so heavy. Let's see what's under here. Something in the corner. Candy bar or something. Granola bar.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I'm going to leave that. Okay. Don't have too much farther to go. That jerry can's going to put me over the top, though, isn't it? Yeah, so heavy. Alright, I'll do a time skip here. So you guys don't have to watch me suffer to get to the very end. Okay, guys. I went and dropped all of our gear at the mouth of the mine here. Grabbed all the coal I could. I haven't done any looting. I thought I would come and just show you what I've walked past. We haven't checked any of these yet. So we've got a corpse here. I'm going to check what he has. Got a couple of flares we can
Just
take.
lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Yeah, we are exhausted. Let me check the time. Sun is setting. We may have to spend the night here. I don't know. We could possibly make our way to the trailer. Let's just check in here, see if there's any loot. Oh, yes. We got an emergency
Could end up
stim.
being useful.
I'm gonna leave the hat. Oh, is that a bullet? We even got a bullet back there. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave the cloth and the... Well, actually, I'll take the book.
This stuff will come in handy.
We could use that. Fire starting. We're not quite level 5 on our fire starting yet. I'm gonna leave the scrap metal. Do see a bullet. Alright. Let's check up here. Actually, you know what? Let's check this way. See if there's a body. I think there can be like a collapse or something. Nothing. Nothing that down there. There's one last area we can check out. We're almost to the entrance or exit. Guess it depends on which side you come in. Here we go. Got a porta potty. If anybody needs to take a little break, just check around there.
This will come in
Some
handy.
matches. I'm gonna leave the scrap metal. Probably leave the fuel as well. Simple tools. You know, I'm gonna leave the tools because we have the nicer quality tools. What I will do though is move. I'm gonna move these where I can see them. In the future, if I come through here, I'm just going to walk right past this area, so at least this way I know I've got some loot there. The mittens are ruined. There's really no point in taking them. I'll take the sewing kit. And I think that's it. Put out our lantern. So as you can see here, I've got a huge pile of all of our heavy gear and a massive pile of coal. There's got to be more than 50 pieces of coal here. It's just so many. Let's go ahead and take a look at the coastal highway. Nice. A little bit on the foggy side. I'm going to do a little bit of mapping since we're here.
I could use a drink.
Okay. It's our first view of the coastal highway. It might even be clearing up a little bit. Should we take a step ahead? Do I have a gun just in case? We may end up spending the night in the coal mine. The weather has cleared up so nicely, though. Maybe I'll make a run for it. We'll try to get somewhere safe, like the trailer. You know what, guys? I think this is a great place to call it, right here. If you would, please just take a minute, leave a comment, leave a like. I really appreciate it, but most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.
Feels like night is coming.